Hello and welcome to the Sunday live stream. My name is Igor and this is the next session where we build and maintain open source and free-to-use applications. The focus is Vibe engineering and Vibe coding, and I want to share with you how I work. I have over a decade of a professional experience in the software development, and I've built many different apps across my career, mainly backend but also frontend and mobile applications. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Questions, please use the chat or the comment section down below. Let's go! Let's take a look at what we worked on last time. So let's take a look at our board, Trello board, where we track what are we working on. And I worked a little bit off stream yesterday. So the memory leaks, audit, that requires now manual verification. What we're gonna do, we're gonna run the application in dev mode and verify if there are errors. We're gonna manually test starting a session, starting more than one session, etc. And by an accident, and the agent also started working on the agent session naming convention, naming mechanism for work trees and branches. So we're gonna, and it says this is ready to manual test as well, so we're gonna check that as well. Okay, so this is regarding Shikigami. Let's switch to who is out of office. So here are two things that require our attention. First one is the UI improvement for the feed customization form, actually modeled that holds a form that you can, where you can decide who you want to include or what public holidays calendar you want to include in your feed. Feed, it means the exported calendar. And the other one is the team structure. There is a hierarchy preview. It's already in place. I don't like it. So what we're gonna do, I don't like the UI. What we're gonna do, we're gonna try to run a brainstorming session and try to improve the styling and how it looks in general, the template for the hierarchy preview. And let me share with you. So icon calendar thing is this is the model. So yesterday we did some progress on it, but the styling for checkboxes is inconsistent. So that's the first thing to fix. And yeah, then we're gonna save it and verify if in the database it is saved as expected. And the organization chart, so the team structure hierarchy preview, that's how it looks now. I don't like that this is ordered vertically. I would like to have it horizontally, like horizontally oriented levels. So in this case, the admin will be on the first line, then the second line of connections, and then in this case, because the manager is presented with his team here as well, then this is the third level employees of that manager, or members of his team or her team in this case. So for that, we're gonna use the brainstorming session. But for the profile settings and the customization of the feed model, here I'm just gonna ask it to make the styling consistent with the rest of the application. So for the styling fixes, I'm gonna use medium effort. But for the brainstorming, high in this case, yeah, because we want better output and yeah, see if the agent can propose something that is more attractive visually. And because we know where the template for the model is, that's how it looks in the project structure. It's inside the modules, then admin, then template, and this is called calendar customize model, sorry. And because we know it, then to speed up the process, we can tell the agent what file for sure should be attached in this prompt, what is relevant for this prompt. But it also doesn't mean that we cannot attach an image. So I am attaching both file and the image. Please use consistent checkbox styling. And I'm also gonna paste the HTML of the checkbox element. The checkbox element that is actually correct. Okay, and the second one should take care of organization chart. And we're gonna ask it to start a brainstorming session, because for sure what I don't like is the orientation. I want to have it horizontal. And we also gonna ask it to present four different options for styling. Please improve styling for the organization chart. I want you to prepare 4 different options. We're gonna brainstorm on them. Please avoid typical or common AI design patterns. You can start a localhost server to present mockups. Okay, and the first one is already resolved. Let's verify it. Okay, it is kind of similar, but these checkboxes are bigger. Let me check how it looks on other pages. Well, I don't remember exactly where we as well have. Okay, these checkboxes aren't synced, aren't consistent, but that's a different theme. Okay, so this is not the only place where it should be fixed, so maybe we can ask it as well to take care of working days on the create user form. Okay, these are just checkboxes, and the ones that are here are large checkboxes. Okay, checkbox large. Okay, I think it's fine. They would be too big, I guess, if we make them the same size as here. Okay, so this is good. And where was that? My organization, add a user, and then employee of record. So I'm gonna ask it to also take care of that template. It may be a bit tricky because this is the template that it comes from Easy Admin package. But it should be possible to specify in the form type a class for it, CSS class. Okay, so this is the project code. And here is the configure fields function. This comes from EasyAdmin. Yes, because whenever you add an action and you choose EasyAdmin as a library that you would like to use in your application, then the interface provides some functions, and then you can override them or extend. In the model case, so here, so it's not a class that is attached to the input type, to the input element. You know what, let's ask it and see if it is capable of finding solution. Because it might be that we need to override an EasyAdmin CSS definition or a base template, I don't know, or maybe a template for a specific element in the form. Okay, so once again, I'm attaching an image, a screenshot of the part of the form, and a controller that is taking care of rendering it. Could you please... Oh, wait a second. Okay. Could you please make these checkboxes consistent with the modal checkboxes? Yeah, modal checkboxes. The template that is used here comes from EasyAdmin package, so please verify how can you override or add a class, a CSS class, to style those checkboxes. Okay, so it confirmed that these checkboxes come from EasyAdmin choice field object. And it says this, there is already a rule in a CSS file. Okay, it should be fixed. And yes, it is. But then the question is if this is consistent in every place now. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, good. So it means that for now we can move the iCall calendar case to done. So this the team structure is in manual verification, but we also want to maybe improve the UI. Let's wait for options. Let's wait for options from the brainstorming agent. And in the meantime, I'm gonna post on Twitter that we are live. Okay, the localhost server should be available. Let me open it, and I guess that one, the checkbox styling can be closed. Thank you. Okay, let me show you the options. Number 1, directory. No. Number 2, transit. No. Blueprint. No. Strong no. Nested. No. And it looks, especially the last one, it looks very AI-ish, maybe I should say, because of this left border element. This is a common way that AI tries to style cards or boxes. So no, I wouldn't say that this was a successful brainstorming, but let's see what it says. I want you to prepare a similar styling as the original one, but flipped from vertical orientation to horizontal orientation. Similar to option number 1, but I want connections between the team manager and team members. What I also want to have is, by default, a person should see only the first level. Yeah, but then once it clicks on a manager person, then a tree for that manager should be expanded. Let's give him some time and switch to Shikigami. Let's verify if the architecture improvements and memory leaks fixes didn't break the application. And also we're gonna check if the new naming convention is available. You can't see it, but I can see the error message. Let me copy it, and there are 2 errors actually. I'm gonna create an agent with high effort. Oh no, but not in a... No. Let me remove this guy. I want you to be in the project root, because anyway we cannot run the application. This is what I see when I run the application in dev. It may be related to the recent changes. So the hierarchy preview guy is asking if we want left to right or top down chart. Yes, I want top down option. I'm gonna paste it a reference that looks almost exactly how I would like to have it. Here is an image that you can use as a reference. Okay, so Shikigami should be ready now for testing. Let me run it. Okay, the app is working now. Okay, let me add an agent in another project in a isolated work tree. I'm gonna name it feature number 2. So the expectation is that the work tree directory and the branch names will be consistent with the label of the agent. Let me see, and yes, it is. Okay, so this is good. Application is working, so I also believe that the recent audits didn't break anything. Besides the things that we've seen when I try to run it for the first time. So okay, close that. And I'm gonna move. So it looks like you can safely move these cards to done. And mark them as done. Maybe let's start something smaller today, because there isn't much time. Maybe these two fixes. I guess that one we can skip the planning step for this one. So the one that I am moving in progress is a simple thing. It's just about clearing label once creating an agent, because maybe you've noticed that whenever you create an agent now and then you want to create another one, then the label from the previous state is not cleared. It's still there, so it basically provides you a value, a label value from the previous request. And the planning is the number of agents that are defined in a space. Because I haven't decided yet. I'm not sure, but I would like to have an option to either stack tabs for workspaces horizontally or move them to the left or the right side, because there are different preferences. And even nowadays in browsers, you are free to choose if you want cards to be stacked on the left, right, bottom, top. Yeah, and that is missing here. But this is for the future, so now It can be a high effort. So the first one, label state fix in the root, yes. And another one, isolated branch and high as well. Number of agents in a workspace. And then information. So what it means that I run the application in dev mode, it means that whenever you have an application, it can be mobile application, front-end application, back-end application, it doesn't matter. There are different modes in which you can run it. And what you see, what I'm presenting now is the production build of Shikigami, and what I use when we work on Shikigami, when we are adding features or fixes, it's the dev version of it. So it skips the process of building application. That's one thing. It can be slower because it provides more logging for you as a developer. It's not optimized. For example, it really depends on the project that you are working on and the technology that you are using. But basically, there is a difference between these two modes in any type of application that you work on. Even in PHP, for example, and Symfony, the requests processing is slower. The logging is much more rich in dev mode than in production. But okay, let's leave it for now. Okay, so we're gonna write a plan. I want you to write a plan to implement a number of agents indicator in a certain workspace. I want the number to be presented on a workspace tab in a rounded shape. Yeah, I think that's it. And of course, the number should be updated whenever I add an agent, when I remove an agent. Yes, okay. So that one I'm gonna write a plan and label state fix. I want you to verify why whenever I create an agent and set a label value, on the next modal opening, the old value is still present in the form. Once I create an agent and decided to create another one, the label input should be empty. and the hierarchy preview is ready for us, the updated version of it. Okay, so that's how it looks now, and I like it how it looks. This is what I want. Okay, almost, because here is an element that has no connection with anything, and the same error is here, but this is just a brainstorming session. It's not the final implementation. But maybe we should highlight it. But wait, there is a question. First level by default, what does it mean? It is asking. Okay, I think the current way of showing it it's correct. End users have only a role label, yes. Okay, let's submit and wait for the result. Guys, I'm gonna be back in 5. Okay, sorry, I'm back again. Let's take a look at the state of the organization chart. So a reminder, this is how it looks. This is how it's gonna look. That's the mockup. And okay, I don't like this gap here, but this is a minor thing. And of course, there is every last element in a line has that some kind of a weird line that is just connected to nothing. But this is just a mockup. And the spec is ready that's the result of the brainstorming session. Okay, but let me ask it about the gap, because I don't want to have it. When I expanded Petra's team, there is a gap between Petra and Lucas and Petra and... Okay, it's submitted. Let's give it time. Maybe it's gonna be enough for it to understand. Okay, so the Shikigami guys, okay, both are ready. So, okay, the first one already fixed the issue. Let's verify it in a second. And the other one prepared the plan. Before we continue, please run 2 sub-agents. One of them should focus on the code quality, kind of a code review, and the second one should take a look at the architecture that you proposed. Okay, and now I'm gonna run the application in the dev mode and verify the label state. Okay, so the thing is, we add a first agent, number 1. The effort doesn't matter. It has a name number 1. Then we open the form again and the label is empty, which is good. So we add number 2. We set number 2. And it has number 2 name. So this is fixed as well. Awesome. So it means I am moving the in progress issue to wait. Wait, where is it? Okay, sorry, I moved the wrong card. Okay, that one here. Okay, so there was no ticket for it. No issue, okay. So anyway, this is in progress. No, it's not yet in progress. It's in planning still. Okay, so there was no issue for the label, and there was no ticket for the label issue. So it was... I thought there is one. Doesn't matter, but it was annoying anyway. And the 2 reviews has been done on the agent count patch. The plan is ready, okay. Please implement the plan in a sub-agent driven mode. Please run code review after each step. Then final code review and the final architecture review. And the OOO agent identified the issue and then asked which option I like more, and I like more when the levels are compact and not expanded to left and right because of the content of the next level that is below it. If something is not clear enough, or you are curious about the superpowers that I am using or skills that I am using, feel free to ask in the chat or in the comments section down below. It depends if you are watching it live or later. There is one more thing I would like to do today in the Who is Out of Office project. So there is an issue, reported, and I verified that, so this is not a bug, at least not on the Who is Out of Office space, so to speak, not on the application side. But there is one thing that I would like to add and would be very helpful. So when you request for an absence, there is a line below numbers, below dates, and it says what type of absence you already have this day or in this range. But what is missing and what is not available is an information if there is a public holiday on that day, or on any day, any days that are here. So I was wondering, maybe it makes sense to add a red dot, and once we move a mouse on a red dot, then similar behavior to the line, with an information what public holiday it is on that day, but with a red dot above the number. This would be helpful, yeah, because now you don't know. To learn if there is a public holiday, you have to go to calendar and then look somewhere here. Like, for example, on June 24th, there is one, or 14th. But if you go to the request form, you won't see it. So we will write a plan to implement this, and then if there will be time today during this session, we'll start working on the implementation. If not, maybe next time. So I'm gonna add a new agent with a high effort. In a new work tree, let me check what is the template for that view. It is new, leave request new. Yep, that one. And then we can also take a screenshot. I want you to add a red dot indicator whenever there is a public holiday on a certain day. I also want to have a how's it called? A model, maybe. I want to have a bubble that will appear once I hover a mouse on a red dot. Please keep it consistent with the leave absence type that is also presented on the new absence request calendar picker. Okay, and let's see another round of improvements on the horizontal hierarchy preview. Okay, some misunderstanding for sure, because it's not how I want to have it. So I want the expanded team's members to be shown horizontally. Yeah, that's the thing. It might be that within the expanded team there is another member, and that there is another manager. And the theme of that manager should be expandable as well as the next level horizontally. Let's see if it's not gonna be too complicated for it. Okay, and I am moving that card to in progress. Okay, and the Shikigami implementation is in progress. Let me check the board. I'm moving that into progress. There is a thing I would like to start brainstorming on, which is notification system. So whenever we have an agent, it's doing a job. Once this job is ready, I would like to receive or have an option at least, to receive a notification on the OS level. So whenever it's done or it is waiting, I'm not sure how easy it is and if it is even possible. But let's start a brainstorming session. Maybe X high. Let's see, we'll still have quite significant percentage of the session available. So maybe. And it can be in the root cause no implementation today, just brainstorming. I would like to brainstorm on an idea to have a notification system. So for example, whenever agent finishes work, I want you to show on the OS level a notification of basic information. For example, what is the workspace, agent name. There should be an option to enable and disable notifications. And the actions that are triggering notifications are whenever an agent finishes work, whenever it is waiting for a confirmation, whenever it's waiting for user's input. Yeah, I think that's these three. So when it's done, when it's waiting, confirmation or user's input. Okay, I think I understand why there was so much space whenever we expanded a nested level. So we have it because this is a list in HTML, and maybe there is a way to say other elements to ignore that one is bigger, but maybe let's leave it for the implementation agents. I mean, for the ones that will implement it once the plan is ready. Because that guy was focusing mostly on the UI aspect. Okay, it looks good as it is now. What is the next step? Is it writing an implementation plan or what? Okay, it started working on the plan. This is okay, and then the other one is still exploring the code base. So the first one is working on this chart. I don't like it. I don't like the UI, the current UI for the organization chart. And the other one is working on absence requests form, a dot, and an indicator there that on a certain day there is a public holiday with information what that holiday is. What the public holiday is. What's the name of it? And the agent number batch is ready as well. The branch is ready to finish. Please merge it to the main local branch. And the one that is brainstorming on notification system is asking what does it mean? Done signal, what does it mean to me? And yes, it means end of each turn. The idea behind it is that whenever you work on more than one project with multiple agents, and if you want to be super efficient, then it's much easier to progress when you receive notification from other workspaces, not only the one that you are currently looking at. I think the request calendar agent is a bit confused. It is looking for random things. That's how I see it. Let me help it a bit. As far as I remember, that's the controller that is taking care of marking days, the absence days. So the whole task is to extend this JS controller and adding a function that will pin public holidays. I think this is the controller that you are looking for. Please extend it at the function that will indicate days with public holidays. Please add information what the public holiday is. I want to have a red dot above the day number. Please run 2 reviews on that plan, one from Symfony Feature Builder and the other one from architecture. And okay, I can already see red dots. And the numbers implementation is done. So I am closing that guy. And it also means we can move another card to done. Okay guys, so unfortunately I don't have more time today, so I'm gonna leave that agent, the hierarchy preview agent, to finish review on the org chart plan. Then this guy, the calendar, the request calendar, and red dots, this is done. It's just finalizing its work. And as you can see, we have dots, and there is a name of a public holiday. So it's this one. We can also move to where is it? To manual verification, because it's gonna be ready soon, available. The whole implementation. And then Shikigami, yeah, the notification system. It should be not that complex as I expected, because the agent is for sure it's not confused about the requirement. But this I'm gonna end off stream. So that's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have questions, please use the comment section down below. We have Discord server. The link to it is in the description. If you would like to join, feel free. This is a space where we share knowledge, and doesn't matter if you are experienced or just starting your journey with agentic coding. That's it for today. Thank you. Bye.